What is going on, guys? Cameron Lombardi back here with another stock market investing video. We've had some really big news come in, and the stock market has just exploded and responded very well to this news. We're going to go over exactly what that is in today's video and show you guys kind of how the portfolio did today, and go through some of the plays that I have. So before we dive into that, guys, if you have been enjoying these videos and enjoying this content, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help these videos reach more people so I can share this knowledge with more and more people. And also, if you do want to continue to follow along, hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to be continuing to post more videos like this so you can learn more and follow along. All right, guys, so as you can see, the S&P 500 ETF SPY is up $4.40 today, about 1.26%. To start off the day, it was more around $15 up, or about 4.4%. So it started off huge, and then it came back down a little bit. And this was a big reaction to some news that we got today, which is Pfizer came out with a potential vaccine for the coronavirus that they're showing or saying is 90% effective right now. So let's take a look at that. So as you can see here, guys, this is an article from the New York Times showing that Pfizer's early data is showing that their vaccine is 90% effective or more than, so it says. And if we scroll down here a little bit, we can see some pretty positive things. There are no serious safety concerns that have been observed so far, and Pfizer is planning to ask the FDA for authorization of this two-dose vaccine later this month, and it could be available to us within the next couple months, which would be pretty amazing. And that would really free up a lot of worries with traveling, especially with airline, cruise line stocks. So anything really that has to do with travel and hospitality. So as we can see here, the portfolio did pretty well today. We were up $496 or 2.8%. Earlier to start off the day, we were up actually around $826 or so, more like 4.6%. And then again, it kind of just came down throughout the day. Usually the market has a big overreaction to these type of things or this news, and then it will slowly just come back down to earth a little bit, which it did today. And again, we're up $77 after hours, so maybe we will continue to see some more upward movement with this good news. So let's take a look at Pfizer's stock itself. So as we can see, Pfizer is up 7.69% today, and again, another 1.89% after hours. It started off pretty high as well on the day with the news, somewhere around $42. And then again, just kind of came down throughout the day. So this is pretty big news right now, guys. A 90% effective rate would be really, really great, especially with no safety issues or anything like that. This is probably the biggest advancement that we've seen so far in medicine with COVID-19. And if this proves to be that effective, then I think we can see a lot of things start to pick back up relatively quickly. And traveling and luxury traveling, things like that may pick up pretty quickly going into 2021 here, especially if we can get that vaccine out within the next couple months. So let's go back to the portfolio here and see how some of our stocks held up. Right now, the cannabis companies are going up pretty consistently each day. I think a lot of that has to do with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris getting into office, and they've verbalized their opinion on legalizing marijuana. So if that's the case, I think the cannabis stocks will do pretty well because more and more states may legalize it. And as you can see here, going down the list, Save is Spirit Airlines. That was up 21% today. Our 100 shares of Jets is up 18.48% to 2103. Boeing is up. Pretty much everything is up today. Actually, the only ones that weren't really were tech stocks here. So overall, the portfolio did really well today. We'll see how this news with the vaccine continues to unfold and if it really is that effective and if we can get it approved relatively quickly, then I think we'll continue to see some really positive reaction here in the stock market as things get back to normal. So as you guys know, I'm big on selling covered calls on my stocks. That's how you earn passive income and basically collect a rent on the stocks that you own. So I want to show you a situation today where the price of the stock actually went above my strike price that I'm selling, and that is on Jets here. So if we look at Jets and scroll down a little bit, you can see that I am selling an 18.5 covered call. It is currently worth $213, and I sold this for 20. So this was before obviously this huge boom that we got today. I sold this at the end of last week. So over here you can see it says total return minus $193. So let me explain that a little bit. I didn't actually lose $193. All this means is I could have sold this call now for $213 rather than 20. And that's because the price of the stock has gone way above my $18.5 call that I sold. So I'm going to continue to see this through at the end of the week. If Jets closes on Friday at 4 p.m. above 18.5, which is looking like it will right now, then my shares will automatically be sold at 18.50 a share, or $1,850 total. And again, if we go back and look, I bought the shares with an average price of $16.12 right here. So if the shares are sold at 18.50, I'll make around a $238 profit, which is pretty good with me. And that's on top of all the money I've collected in the meantime of selling covered calls every week. So again, guys, this is kind of the worst case scenario that you get with selling covered calls. A lot of people have been asking me what's the risk or the downside of selling these covered calls, and this would probably be really the only one that I can say, because if I wasn't selling a covered call on it right now, then I would keep my shares, and it's obviously up a lot more. I can always buy it back if I want to spend the $190 and keep my shares. It's really not a problem. I can do that. But I'm going to continue to see this through towards the end of the week, and we'll see kind of where it goes there. I may buy it back, I may not. If I don't buy it back and let it expire, my shares will be sold at 18.50, and I will likely put that money elsewhere, maybe into Apple or another stock that may pay me a little bit more each week. But again, guys, sometimes this hype of this news coming out just makes all these stocks just take off and go crazy for a day or two, and then they'll kind of dwindle back down. So I'm going to wait and see if that happens here with Jets. I'll keep you guys updated, and I will show you exactly what happens at the end of this week if it does indeed get executed. And guys, I want to remind you of a video that I made previous to this one. It's dealing with red days in the stock market. So those are the days when the stock market is down. Those are the times that you want to buy. And days like today, when the stock market is really high up, are the days that you get to enjoy those gains to when you bought the stocks at a lower price. Days like today, where Jets is up 16% here, that's not really a day that you would want to buy in, because it's up so much that it's likely to come back down. And we saw that this morning. As the stock market opens here, it opened around 21.96, or probably more so above $22. I think I remember this morning. And as we can see here, it kind of dwindled back down a little bit. So don't get caught up in all the hype when you see these stocks going up like crazy. That is not the time to buy. That is the time to kind of watch and sit back. And then if the stock drops down again, that would be a better entry point to get into the stock, and then you can enjoy these gains as it goes up. So let's go back to the total portfolio here. I'm still working my way up to 100 shares of Apple. I haven't really been doing a lot of buying recently because Apple has been up so much. Today was, for most of the day, it was around 120, 119, 118 or so, and it didn't really come back down until towards the end of the day and after hours here. So as you can see, my average cost is $114.42 a share. And so I'm really not doing a ton of buying unless it drops down to around or below that price. I kind of like it here around 116 too. So if it stays around this range, I'll definitely be buying here and there. But if it drops, I definitely would like to add some more to my position if that is the case. Again, I'm working my way up to 100 shares of Apple so that I can begin to sell covered calls and make some passive income each week. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. We'll continue to see what happens here with this vaccine news, as well as all of the news with the presidential election. It looks like Joe Biden is going to get into office. It was a pretty significant amount of votes that he won by, so I don't think Trump's going to change anything by challenging these votes. If you guys did enjoy this video, again, I'd really, really, really appreciate just hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment or question down below. And if you guys do want to get started on investing, there's a first link in the description is my Robinhood affiliate link. If you use that to download Robinhood, you'll get a free stock and I will get a free stock. And I will personally thank you guys in the next video and open that stock live on video. But again, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great night.